Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid is apologizing for comments he made during the 2008 presidential campaign. A new book called Game Change quotes Reid as saying then-Senator Obama could win the White House because he was light-skinned and had, quote, no Negro dialect unless he wanted to have one. President Obama has issued a statement accepting Reid's apology. Now let's talk about this with CNN political analyst Roland Martin. He joins me by phone from San Antonio. Roland, let me first get your initial reaction to Reid's comments.
Well, first of all, it was obviously shocking to hear the comments. I got a call this morning from the senator's staff. Clearly, they were very concerned about this doing significant damage control. I mean, it's just nonsensical that he would make such a statement, whether he thought it was on background or if he thought it was, on the record or whatever the case may be. But, Randy, I think it is also something that speaks to that we cannot just say, well, it's a crazy comment, to understand the thinking of individuals and how they perceive things. There was a study, Randy, came out several months ago in May of 2009 that showed that if there's an African-American CEO of a company with a baby face, lighter features, more pleasant, they will receive differently than somebody who was white with a similar feature. And so it speaks to the psychological view that people have. I mean, during the campaign, people have to be honest. Even though he had a different name, people say, oh, he was a different kind of candidate. And I'll be honest, what Reid said, as I have often heard being said in African-American circles in terms of how people are going to be more accepting of him than a different type of African-American candidate. So it's a very interesting comment I think people need to really look into.
What do you make of what he said, and I'm quoting here, no Negro dialect unless he wanted to have one, suggesting that he could slip in and out of this, quote, Negro dialect?
I'll be honest with you. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, Randy, people say, oh, my God, Roland, you are very articulate. It is as if that when you speak a certain way, you're perceived different than other African Americans. And so, when you start breaking down the psychology of how people view things, this is what African Americans who in corporate America deal with every single day in terms of how you dress, how you talk, how you walk. Again, a couple of years ago, there was a study done on African American men who in corporate America who had to dress a certain way. They said they could not react to a certain way. They could, like, first, even in the campaign, people say, why can't Senator Obama show anger at issues? Because he did not want to be saddled with the angry black man stereotype. And so, because, again, how other people perceive you plays a role because he was trying to get votes. And so, people may say, oh, it's nonsense. But no, when you start digging deep into what he said, that is what a lot of people think. And he was speaking, I think, what other people were thinking. He simply said it, which was his biggest mistake.
So let me ask you this. The president says he has accepted Harry Reid's apology. As far as he's concerned, the book is closed. That's a quote from the president. Is that enough?
Well, look, first of all, there was I'm not surprised the president would issue such a statement, but there's no doubt once Monday hits and then other cable radio shows, cable stations, and then when you have black radio, it is going to be the topic on Monday. And so Senator Harry Reid, frankly, is just simply trying to weather the storm. And I hope he gets through, which is why you saw him reiterate his issues in terms of cutting out discrimination on the Las Vegas Strip. But he knows, look, come Monday, this is still going to be out there, so it's not going to just simply die away just because the president simply said, I accept his apology.